Hey, what's going on, everyone? So this is the first war of the season. I'm pretty stoked to bring this video to the channel. I'm actually ranking up Archangel really quick in preparation for my path. We're actually taking him up to rank 5 with a 4-5 generic. And we're also going to ascend him as well. So this is my first war back in quite some time. So big shout out to my new alliance, MWO. 18, thank you so much for making the connection there. I really appreciate you. Big shout out to Hungry and all the other homies. I'm new to the alliance, but some of the people I know from back in the day, I should say. Anyways, so yeah, Archangel's going up. We're gonna ascend him. So we are on path 2, and it's actually kind of a tough path for me because I was gonna run Hit Monkey, but he's on defense. So I'm actually going to be running Mole Man at rank 4. And he's going to do quite a few of the hard fights. So at rank 4, you know, I was definitely going to have to play, I guess, conservatively because definitely couldn't take any hits. No room for error here. But we're going to run Silk. We've got Mole Man, and then we're running Archangel. So we've got a Nick Fury at the end of the path, but Archangel will handle him no problem. It's the other parts of this path that I really had to actually like think pretty carefully about. I think I was making a little bit bigger of a deal than it actually was, but kind of having fun like strategizing again for Alliance Horror and like taking it seriously. So for Path 2, it's like basically a bunch of placebo stuff, so you get the placebo buffs, and if you have buffs and they're nullified, then bad stuff happens. So definitely gonna boost up pretty heavy here. We're gonna run basically the full thing, attack, health, and I think at 20%. I think we put on a 30% later in the war, but you know, definitely just going to use as many items as I can, give myself, you know, enough of a cushion not to basically die and disgrace myself for my new alliance. So even going to put on the power boost, just trying to make Mole Man as beefy as possible. We're definitely going to be taking him to rank 5. Definitely want to ascend him. Mole Man, just like at his core, is probably like a top 5 favorite champ. As far as like gameplay goes and aesthetic, he's just so sick. I was so pumped when he got his buff. I remember talking to Karate Mike, and I was just like, we were both hyped in like chat, somebody else's chat, I think it was BG, and we were both kind of nerding out about how cool Mole Man looks and how psyched we were for his buff. Anyway, so we're going in here. We got Piggy. Mole Man is rank 4, and I'm scared. So we missed the first parry jitters. Luckily, we don't screw that up. We're just going to kind of go in here and just manage power and avoid dexing the best we can. I've been playing CGR so much that I feel like I'm getting decent at the shallow evade, where like we don't actually proc the evade. It also depends on spacing. Like there, if he had thrown it, we would have dexed, and we did dex there. Piggy has a pretty aggressive AI, so like, you know, he doesn't just throw one, he throws like medium and then follows it up with a bunch. So trying to keep him below L2, but I did have a strat. Like if I did push him to L2, I'm blocking it. I'm also definitely not trying to knock him down. He goes unblockable, I think. Or just bad things happen if you knock him down. So for this L2, I'm just gonna block it. This is my strategy for Alliance War. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. And as you know, if you keep Mole Man under 20 charges, he can't, no auto block, no evades, but also he's a tactical attacker. So we also gain auto block immunity as the fight goes on. I saw I had him at low percentage there, so we're just gonna drop this L3, and I was like, okay, I can breathe. First fight's down. Definitely was terrified that I was just gonna like freaking eat an L on the first fight of the first war of the season. So I was kind of thinking about who to bring for Mangog. I was thinking 2099, and I was just, you know, Spidey 2099, you know, thinking about champs who are immune to Nullify. Titania also. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring Silk in here. She's rank 3. I've got recoils on. I'm boosted. She is just gonna melt this dude. And she absolutely does. We've got 11k crits. We go medium, light, 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 followed by chaining on the heavy. Dude, this just makes me love her so much. I did have the backup in case we did get into an L3, or sorry, L2. She's gonna dex the whole thing. We just had a 27 crit on that heavy. I'm gonna hold block here, get him to throw his heavy. I'm gonna chain on an L2 onto that heavy cancel. That fight is over. Silk comes in just clutching that fight. What an absolute beast. Can't say enough good things about Silk. Man, awesome. So we're actually going to be able to run through most of our path with these boosts right here. Oh, I'm actually going to pause at Ant-Man because that was a really scary fight. I was thinking about bringing one of the cosmic attackers that, you know, was a tactical attacker, but it just wasn't working out. So we'll see how this goes. But first, we actually have a thing, and this is where I really would have, you know, Hitmonkey would have handled this fight so well, but I think it was better to bring Mole Man overall. And Mole Man really just showed his true colors for Alliance War, at least now, as you know, because he's a attacker. So we're just checking here. I think, yeah, I'm going to throw an advanced power boost. This advanced power boost wasn't really necessary. So this fight's actually tough because there are times where it's hard to manage if you know you're going to remove one of his charges. A lot of times I wanted to keep the charges so I could manage them correctly. You know, you'd be at like 14, I'd be like, okay, one more hit, but then you'd like remove some, and anyways, so we're just gonna try and, so here, right here, he's at 12, he throws his L2, I'm like, okay, let me see if I can't get him up to, there he's at 15, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, let me get into his block, bring him up to an L1, we definitely can't hit him, so we gotta play pretty patiently. Luckily, we have 5 minutes, so that's gonna give us enough time to you know, slow play this fight. We're gonna, you know, everybody knows the thing fight. We're gonna bait out these L1s. We can go in now. He doesn't have protection, so this L3 should do like a decent little bit of damage. What is he at? 84%. I don't have the L3 skip screen. I know that probably really like annoys people, but this is gonna annoy. I don't like this L3 skip screen. I'm curious. You should watch the L3. I know that's so dumb. But anyways, so he's got 5 charges, throw the L1. We're in good shape here. We've got the fight really nicely under control. He doesn't have protection. We do a really nice, really round of good damage here. So we're going to try to bring him up, and this is just hard for me because I'm like guaranteed crits, which is guaranteed bleed, but now I'm not. We got lucky there, just bringing him up to 15. He happened to have the L1. Honestly, that was just luck. And, you know, sometimes this game is like just luck, right? So I think I'm going to hold this L3 just in case I need to get, you know, bail myself out of a sticky situation. We're going to be short of 15 here. Okay, so we kind of have him at 10, 12. And I'm like, oh God, don't throw your L2 here. We messed up here. This is not good. We push him to that. Luckily, he tries to chain his L1 onto the combo that he was throwing to my face, and we dexed out of it. We got the intercept. We timed this medium to get him to 15. He throws the L1, and we're like, okay, we got through that super sketch situation. We should be okay here. We just need to, you know, get him through this. But he does have protection, so I'm just like, damn it. Can this fight please freaking end? I'm like, I think if I throw this L3, he's gonna go down. Oh my God, this fight went on for so long. And this is showing, you know, the reality of having a rank 4 6-star. Just the damage just isn't quite there. When you have fights that are this long, it really, you know, raises the chance for error. So this is the fight I've been dreading, and I didn't really know. I talked to a lot of different people. We've got Future Ant-Man. Somebody else in the alliance tried Terrax, but that didn't work. you know, I think you give him passive armor ups with sorry, excuse me. You give him passive armor ups with the with your armor break, so you know, not an ideal situation for that. I'm just scared, man. I'm really scared. So basically what I'm thinking for this fight is I usually get clipped by Ant-Man's L1 and L2. Usually like the first hit, or if I try to like hero dex it, and I'm like, you know what? Just relax. Don't try to be a hero. Just block his specials. If he gets to an L2, just block the whole thing. You can dex the last hit. Same thing for his L1. Like if he throws his L1, just block the whole damn thing. Everything's gonna be okay. Also, very important, don't finish your combo. So you go like medium, light, light, any kind of like, you know, combination of that. But I can tell his AI is being weird. I like get around that. You know, you can tell I'm playing nervous, but I get the intercept there, and I've got a little rhythm. I go for the medium intercept. And you see here, I'm just gonna block it and dex the last hit, but there's no need to be a hero. Definitely gonna block that middle one, and that's usually what I make a mistake on. So going for some intercepts here, trying to bait out the L1 because I'm gonna receive the least amount of block damage. The L2, so he does boom up to the L2, and I'm like, oh god, all right, throw this, everything's gonna be okay, just block it. I'm gonna block those cubes like it's nothing. Definitely take some chip damage, but that's okay. And at this point, I'm like, wait a second. I think I can do this. I think I can handle this. So I'm starting to get the rhythm of his specials a little bit. You can see we dex actually both of that. But still, blocking that middle hit. Don't need to be a hero. We're going to go in, throw the L2, try to get some decent damage. We are definitely not throwing heavies. We want to keep our charges low. We don't want to go into monster mash, whatever that is. We want to make sure we're immune to auto block. And when he gets his evade phase, we want to make sure we're, you know, avoiding that as well. So there we're getting a little, I'm starting to get the rhythm. We dexed that whole L1, that's okay. We're likely going to push him to an L2 here. Or does he? No, he throws the L1. Okay, we're okay. We're just slow playing this. We've got, you know, he's about halfway down. We've been fighting for 2 minutes. I mean, I don't like to be in these situations in Alliance War where these fights go on for a long time. It's really scary. Ideally, you want to just like melt these fights really quickly, but this is not going to be one of those. We took about 12k in chip damage on that L2. That was not fun. We went for a cheeky little intercept there. He didn't light attack intercept us, luckily, but he did throw up his block, but we're okay. Trying to push him back into his corner so he's more likely to throw the L1s. And you know, at this point in my mind, I'm like, wow, this fight could go either way, but I smoke him with a massive L2. And once I got that 27k L2 there, I was like, all right, come on, you can pull this together. Just block it, don't dex. We dex that last hit because he's been critting into our block like crazy. My adrenaline is really pumping here. I think a lot of people can relate, you know, when you're like really worried about a fight and you're like almost there, but you're like, dude, I swear to God, if you drop the ball on this, I will throw my phone out the window and hit the Karen Carrier across the screen. Because I am gonna freaking lose it. But we're pulling it together. We've got things under control. He's so close to like, Jesus Christ, throw the L2, please. Just die, please. Oh, he glanced and we're like, are you kidding me? Because I haven't been intercepting very much, but he goes down. He goes down. Oh, I am over the moon when he goes down. I just can't believe it. I'm so stoked. But I'm like, oh, I can do one more fight here. We've got Nick Fury. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this done, but you know, I've got Nick Fury. He's the final guy on my path here, and I'm like, he's the one I've been worrying the least about, and I'm like, dude, if you take an L on this fight, definitely the easiest fight on your path. Like, I'll never forgive you. I will write loser in lipstick on the mirror, so I look at that every day to remind myself of the day I took an L to Nick Fury. But it is, I can safely say we do not take an L to Nick Fury. This is the whole reason we ascended, took Archangel to rank 5. You know, he's been living at rank 4 for the longest time and showing up and doing his work at rank 4, but, you know, I realized, I was like, you know, if there were a time to take an L because Archangel wasn't ranked up, that would be so dumb. So we took him up to, sorry, excuse me, that was my alarm. I took him up to rank 5 ascended, and we've got the bleeds and poisons, but we're not converting it. We convert 1, and I'm like, are you serious? We're still doing crazy damage because we have recoils and we're boosted to the gills. We got 2, and I'm like, wow, this is like, you know, kind of a messy Nick Fury fight, but he's stunned. We push him to an L2, and at this point I'm like, all right, just bait out these heavies. He's gonna be stun immune, so just, you know, we're gonna play up to the relic, throw a heavy, get some bleeds going. We really haven't actually had many neuros placed, but with those meetings we got really lucky there, and we converted some, and down he goes. And guys, I'm so pumped about this. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the Alliance War content. I'm going to try to do every war, so hopefully they all work out like this. You know, I think with a rank 5 Mole Man ascended, this path should prove to be easier than what I just did just now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll check you guys later. Peace.